Oh no, I was gonna say. Oh no, you do get to introduce this one. How are we gonna do this?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? We're Sight After Dark out of Brooklyn, New York, your new favorite band. I'm Sifa Graffiti.
I'm Dan Berg.
Check out our latest music.
Don't it feel like your mind just caught on fire? When your back's against the wall, you're facing liars. Sucker waves, you made it out.
And check us out reacting to Led Zeppelin's How Many More Times. So guys, this is our review reaction segment. We are musicians and we know a ton of songs. Pretty much all of Led Zeppelin's songs. So that's why you never see us reviewing all the big ones on our channel, but we are going to decide to do it. We're going to be playing How Many More Times, talking about what makes this song so great. So on this segment, we're going to be stopping and starting the song, so it's not going to play all the way through. If you never heard this song, I would say go listen to it before you come back to this video. But make sure you come back to this video and listen to our analysis of Zeppelin's How Many More Times. Guys, if you like the video, definitely thumbs up.
I also want to say all the reactions are chosen on Patreon
By our patrons.
We picked a few big songs that we already knew for everybody to vote on. So we didn't just choose this randomly. The patrons were still involved with this.
Yeah.
So go over to Patreon and get involved in our content decisions. Let's get into the music.
Woohoo.
Shout out to John Paul Jones on the bass.
On the bass. Alright, and then we have Jimmy on his signature guitar. And I'm kind of scared we're going to get blocked. So we are going to stop this a lot. I feel like stopping it now. Alright.
Okay, we're scared we're going to get blocked, so we're going to pause this because Zeppelin is pretty known for that.
Jimmy, you have all the money. What more do you need?
I blame Robert. Okay, so yeah, obviously it starts off with the bass groove, and you gotta love the build up, right?
Yeah.
Because you have John Bonham there, and you know that he can destroy the drums at any time, but he's just keeping it easy. You know it's gonna get bigger.
Yeah.
And then Jimmy comes in with the wah wah chords.
Right. So you know the song is just gonna expand and expand. What I love about the bass line is that it's very, very familiar to the human spirit in a way. Do 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 do. Right? You're just walking, right? Money by Pink Floyd has kind of like a similar thing. Old Blue. Right? So you feel like, all right, I'm into this. So it's like you get connected right away, and then you're like, okay, so this song is gonna definitely have flair. It's definitely gonna build up, and then the flair comes in with a little tickle of the chords on the guitar. I love that part. Let's keep moving.
And there's Robert.
He comes in like a bird. That's what's cool. That's what's cool about it. Like,
it really is like a bird.
You feel the imagery because like the other musicians are down on the grass, and here comes the singer. Like, okay, well, who else has to be added to this? This is already great. All right.
That's a good point. I never really thought about that, but let's do it.
Same thing, just bigger, and here's the voice.
How many more times?
So it's like the same thing,
Treat me
variation,
the way you wanna do.
So yeah, so I don't know how loud our voices are gonna be when the music is playing.
Yeah.
So we still figuring this out as we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing that was really cool about that, like you said, it's basically it's the same thing now. It's the same riff, but now the distorted guitar coming in with the full drum kit, it just suddenly makes it so much heavier, even though it's the same notes.
Same notes.
Do 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 do, but now you're really feeling it.
Right, and instead of the singer just coming in with some just sounds, now it's actual lyrics now. So everything got bigger.
Everything just kind of snaps into gear.
In the next phrase, yeah.
Yeah.
How many more times? Treat me the way you wanna do.
And then the way he does this again.
When I give you all my love, please, please be true.
What what's beautiful about that is that the song is still grooving, but Robert's finding a way to soar and to dip and to come up and out of the song, right? He hangs down, please. He's waiting for one little hit, one little end of a note, one little end of a phrase to stop. Not exactly where you think he's going to stop.
Right.
But he is going to stop. He is going to make you pay attention to him, right? Part of your brain is doing one thing a little bit slower, and then you also have room to pay attention to the musicians as well.
Yeah. And it is cool how you said that. So yeah, so like if the song is steady like this, then Robert's trying to figure out, okay, how do I go like this? How do I go in and out and not just go at the same thing that they're doing?
Yeah.
Which is pretty apparent, I think.
Give you all I've got to give. Rings, pearls, and all. I give you all I've got to give. Rings, pearls, and all.
Right, so that's a perfect example of what we were talking about. Because you think he's just going to hit that note, rings, pearls, but he goes, oh, and he just does that. He throws that little run in there that you're just not, your ear isn't expecting that. So when he does that, you're kind of sucked into it.
Yeah.
And then of course I got to shout out Bonzo again because the riff is grooving, or the drums are grooving, and he's got like a brick foot. It's just crazy. It's just crazy how he hits the drums so hard while grooving so hard. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And I love it's always like contrast when you're talking about Zeppelin. The music is, the actual instrumentation is hard, it's bustling, it's grooving, but Robert is so vulnerable inside of it. You know, he's giving her everything, rings,
How
pearl,
many more times?
Right, he's like crying, but the music is like, hey man,
let's go.
This is a good breakup.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So that's what's
keep it
fun
going,
about the song. Yeah, so now the song is becoming more fun, I feel like, too, because this guy's in pain, but it seems like he's going to get over it because the music is making him...
It's not a depressing music.
Right.
To go with the words.
Right, exactly. What's happening is very sad, but the music is not really telling you that.
Right, that's true. Good point.
I got to get you together, baby. I'm sure you're gonna call.
Okay, so interesting production tip here. So one of the reasons this solo sounds cool is because the guitar in the left ear and the guitar in the right ear is doing different things, right? So it literally, he basically is playing a solo in the left ear, and in the right ear he's joining in and cutting out of the solo that he's already playing.
Yeah.
Right. So sometimes it'll be in the left ear, it'll be do 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 do, and then in the right ear just boom boom. And then sometimes he'll come in and play a phrase in the right ear right after he played it in the left ear. So it almost sounds kind of echoey. But it's not really an echo. It's clearly two different guitar tracks.
Yeah.
And then, again, shout out to Bonzo for the fills.
For the fills.
For the drum fills.
Yeah. And it's like, with Robert's vocals, too, right before we had this guitar solo, he has a way of just blurting out words, random words, and you're just like, you just get kind of caught off guard, but it goes with the song. You know, he's talking about the girl, and then all of a sudden he's just like, oh, you trying to love some other man too?
You're like, oh shit.
This girl's fucked up. But I love that about Robert in this particular song, that he does do things like that. You know, kind of catches you off guard with his... Is vocality a word? It should be.
I think so.
Yeah. All right.
It's a word now.
Yeah.
Okay.
This goes in the S.A.D dictionary.
How many more times are we going to make up words on this channel? All right. Let's keep going.
Now something else that's familiar, right?
Sorry, I had to shout out. I don't know if we're pausing too much. I don't know how to do this.
Yeah.
But I also had to shout out there how they did that groove switch there. How the solo was still going, and then they just changed what was under it.
Yeah.
Which I always love that, because it always takes you kind of off guard. Because you're listening to the solo, and then all of a sudden, oh, everything's different.
Yeah.
It went from the laid back groove to the do all underneath it while it's happening. And the solo is still doing its own thing. So it's almost like it's two different pieces of music at that point.
Yeah.
But it just makes a really cool effect.
Yeah, and I think the beauty of this band is that they were originally a jam band. So things just came in while they were just improvising. So this song could easily have been recorded in a jam. You know what I mean? We're just going to jam it out and see how it comes out and then just do it, because they were that adept in improvising. You know, so I think that's the cool part.
This song easily could have been recorded 50 different times, and it would have been 50 different recordings.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And they're like, how many more times do we have to do this?
All right, and now Jimmy brings out the bow. All right, he's going to bring that out.
This is him playing with the violin bow.
I was a young man, I couldn't resist.
Right, Robert's going to tell us a story. It's not his story. I don't think he has 10 kids of his own.
You don't know, this is before they were big, okay?
Yeah.
Whoops, so long, well, I did it again.
And this, I want to shout out something that you said, how this is a band of contrasts. And right here, the music is very pulled back. They're not grooving hard, they're just, like, they're being very atmospheric. Bonzo's being just kind of relaxed with the fills. He's not playing a driving beat.
Right.
John Paul Jones, he's just doing, like, you know, some high notes here and there. But then Robert comes in so aggressive on the vocals.
Right.
He's not coming in softly with the music. He's like, the music is soft, I'm coming in hard.
Right.
Which, again, it's just like, when you're sitting here listening to it, you're just like, oh.
Yeah.
He's telling me something.
Yes,
you know?
Exactly. Yeah, just a song title alone, how many more times? I mean, when you say that to someone, or when you think about that in regards to whatever situation you're dealing with, you know you're frustrated and you know you're annoyed. So he's definitely displaying that in his, like, little spit here.
Vocality.
In his vocality as he's going here. And then, of course, what makes it cool is, Jimmy bringing out a violin bow and playing it on his guitar. No one else ever did that. And no one did it before or after, you know, so. I
mean, I'm sure some people tried it after. I don't think it was as cool.
They look like fools.
I'm going to get...
Jimmy told me.
So I'm going to throw away my violin bow. I was planning on showing you something later, but
you look like
just
a
forget
fool.
Forget about it.
We're definitely, you should definitely try it, I think. I definitely think you should try it.
Well, now I'm not going to try it now.
Well, we could do it our modern version. We could scratch.
Yeah. It'll be like Tom Morello / Jimmy Page.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, anyway.
Tom Page. Anyway.
Tom Page. Let's keep going.
Now I've got 10 children of my own.
That was just funny.
But I'm in constant heaven. I know it's all right in my mind.
like this because these are the conversations you have with yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're annoyed with somebody, you're like, I don't need this. Oh man, this is happening to me still, and now I got another kid. These are the things you kind of say to yourself.
Can't believe that shit.
Yeah, and he puts it out in the world.
Yeah.
So that makes it cool.
And then I gotta also take time for another Bonzo shout out, because again, so now towards when we paused it, the guitar was starting to do a little more. Mm-hmm. But that whole build-up is really just the drums.
Yeah.
Because everybody else was pretty much doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. Jimmy's still doing the bow, JPJ is just, kind of chilling, not really doing anything too crazy. Mm-hmm. But the fills keep getting heavier and heavier. They keep getting busier and busier. They keep getting more and more and more. And the next thing you know, it's like, oh, the drums are really driving again. Yeah. And it's just such a slow build-up on the drums, and he's so good at that.
Yeah. Definitely displaying the angst and the frustration in Robert's voice. Mm-hmm. His best 100%. Friend. The drums are about to get crazy here. This is my favorite John Bonham moment. Like, because it's so murky right now. And, he's giving us a little bit of drums here, but, he is about to give it to us. All right, let's go.
Are you ready? Let's find out.
Steal away.
Okay, sorry. I know we're pausing it so much, but there's so much to say. Well, that's another thing. It's just like everybody is doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. Robert is literally saying the same thing over and over again. Mm-hmm. But there comes John. He just has such control of the entire song. Mm-hmm. Like, everybody's doing the same shit, and then all he's doing, he's just coming in with the beat, and the entire song is different. Yep. The entire vibe of the song just changes like this.
Oh, yeah.
As soon as he starts hitting that snare more.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Yeah. He just does what he does.
I couldn't imagine hearing this for the first time, made for the first time back then. It's just insane.
Yeah, 100%.
This is my most favorite part of a song ever. Like, I wish I had the brain power to be like, I'm going to do this like this. It's like, okay, this is kind of like militant, I'm in charge. I don't know if now in the song he's had a come to reality moment. Like, I don't need this girl. Like, I don't know what it is in a moment, but
there's a mindset change.
Right, the protagonist, the main person has strength now, and he's about to give it to us. This is my most favorite part of the song. So, here we go. Dragging you into it, and now he's gonna soar away. Now it's like a motif. Now he's gone. Right? He flew in, and now he flew out.
Yeah, and then back to the main riff. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is funny. It's literally like, he came in soaring down, and he's gone, just like that.
Amazing.
And then I love how when that part right before, when it was just the hi-hat. Yeah. He comes in slightly behind the beat. Okay. Right? So that kind of sucks you into it too, because you're just like, something's a little off.
Right. Yes. You don't know where it's gonna fall. So he's really in control. They're like 4 leaders. Like, I swear, in a band, it's just insane.
And the bass is crazy there too. Mm-hmm. So shout out. It's so easy to forget about John Paul Jones, but everybody's so like balling in this band. Right. But he's also killing it.
Oh yeah. Oh,
yeah. So always got to say that. And then back to the main riff. Let's play it out.
And the drums are crazy. What Bonzo does on the drums leaving is insane.
The bass did there, that was sick. It's like doing its own riff with the drums as it's doing that. But again, the drums make these songs.
Yeah.
It's just, there's a reason why when John Bonham died, they were like, we can't be Led Zeppelin anymore.
Yep.
There is no way that you could ever do this with different drums. It's just not possible. And the grooves so, oh my god, I know I'm just saying the same thing over and over again, but it just grooves so hard and it hits so hard at the same time. That's a combination that just is not, it's never been matched.
Yeah, and I love that Robert never runs out of things to say. And he's like he's one of many vocalists that can do it, but I love that he does that because I do run out of things to say. And like, what else can I do here? It's like, oh my gosh, like I don't want to, that's just going to sound silly. Like I have those thoughts in my head and he just like pours it all out and never is at a loss for like words or sounds. That's what makes the song amazing too.
Yeah, 100%. All right, let's go. Yeah, I mean, it's epic. It's legendary. It's all those things.
I was going to say legendary, but I don't know.
It's lead-tastic. It's Zeppified.
Zeppified is a good one.
Yeah, I guess, well, since we were talking the whole time during, I guess we don't really have too much to say at the end.
No.
But there's a reason this is legendary. There's a reason why Led Zeppelin is still one of the most famous bands ever. Just all these people, these people that are just so talented all coming together to make this sound.
Yeah.
It's just crazy that they even all were able to meet and do this. You know
yeah, and it's just they had to all be, just like they said about each other, we were all at the top of our game when we got together, and it has to be that. I would be, if I were a vocalist that was not at the top of my game, and these musicians are playing like this, I mean, I would just constantly, you'd have to step up, because you're like the leader, you're the face. It's like, you have to do something. I just thought that this song was just so great. It definitely had to go into the poll. We're going to be doing a lot more songs, well-known songs, but we never wanted to like lie to you guys and like bring huge songs that are going to get a whole bunch of views and just be like, oh, you know, let's listen to this one, because this is like,
yeah, we can't act like we don't know those songs. So we want to be honest about it. This, I guess we should probably do like how many more times review/analysis. I feel like reaction is not really fair.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we clearly knew what the hell was going to happen.
Yeah, I know how to react to this. Yeah,
exactly. You know what I mean? But tell us what you guys think about this format. Because, we want to do, we want to talk about why these great songs are so great. So I'm curious what you guys think about it, because obviously we've never really done anything like this before. So let us know. Let us know any feedback, if you think we stop it too much, if you think we should stop it more, if you liked our insights, if you think that we're a bunch of dum-dums. Just tell us in the comments. We appreciate it. But until next time, we are S.A.D After Dark, and we will see you soon.